So, welcome everybody. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. I have the man, the myth, the legend over here, Gwen, my partner in crime here. Today, we got a really special one for you guys out there. We wanted to recap on this special year that you guys were a part of. And we also want to capitalize on moving in 2022 and how we can help you completely live your best life and live through all those little small things that we forget about, and hopefully help your family, help your friends, help people around you. So the goal today is we're going to share every bit of messages, every bit of tips and tricks that we've learned in our life or learned from people to hopefully better your future in 2022. And um, all I can say, the first thing I want to say here is, as we go in depth into this awesome chat that's going to happen this morning. First off, pour your coffees, get ready. It's going to be a good one. But we'd love for you to share your comments, messages on things that have worked for you to help yourself, maybe through depression or work or self-care or insecurities, whatever it may be that you struggled with in life. We'd love to hear your comments. And because really, you know, the hardest thing about, inspiring or a message or doing anything for somebody is, truthfully, you're the one who's going to make the change to better your life. So, I can say, hey, Gwen, do this or do this or do this. In theory, it's really going to come down to Gwen making that decision to change whatever it may be to, be his greatest. And so, we're going to give you all these tips to hopefully maybe one of these will spark you to have something happen in your life that will better you. And that's kind of the goal. So somebody shared that with me once because I was like, man, I'd love to just help everybody. And I'm like, but how do you help everybody when really it's the person who's going to make that change? So first off, thank you all for joining us today. And it's going to be exciting. So Gwen, I love you. It's good to see your
Yeah.
face.
No, I mean
Everybody out there, Merry Christmas.
it's definitely been crazy. It's been about a year that we have like been on this journey of sharing our passion with everybody, and our goal, since the beginning, has really been about helping people through wing foiling, and in the end, like, we make a video about, like, how to wing foil, but I think the goal is just like way bigger than that. We just use wing foiling as a way to live a better life. Yeah, it's not, yeah, I don't think it's truly like the end goal of, like, okay, we want like the world to be like the best they can be at wing foiling. It's not really that. And that's just our way of doing it. But and it might change. I mean, wing foiling just came out, and I think helping people have been pretty much our, like, purpose for many years. And we just express it in different ways. How do you feel about that?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think, Gwen said it the best. Look, we started this channel to help people. Yeah, wing foiling, we enjoy it. We hope it helps you with your wing foiling 100% because we enjoy it. And truthfully, it gives us peace. It gives us, meditation on the water. It gives us expression to release our, let's call it demons or anything we're struggling with. It gives us that release, or at least it does for me 100%. And so if this can help you, great. But even it can be the simplest thing, like going for a walk with your family in the morning, or even having a cup of coffee with maybe your brother who you've been struggling with, because a lot of people don't talk about this time over the holidays is actually sometimes the hardest time for people because you're with close family that you love and you hate, and maybe you're not doing so well with work or whatever it may be. It's a hard time. So we just want to say that, if you're having a hard time, the most important thing I think that a lot of people don't really just see sometimes is just talk to somebody, anybody. It doesn't matter, a random person, a friend, anybody. Just open up, sharing, and then giving or helping And then we always talk about learning, how much learning creates so much, I guess, uh, kind of, it gives you purpose when you learn something new because you're striving to get better at something. So all I can say to everybody out there is take pride in helping others, because whether you're helping them, it gives you the ability to realize it, like, I'm putting my best foot forward. And then for them, you really may have been that perfect person at the right time that convinced that person that drinking isn't great, or it's hurting their family relationship, or whatever it may be. But we never really think about the actions, the reactions of when you do something for somebody. Sometimes you just act, right? So I guess, a really important thing that I think Gwen has taught me is, you know be kind. That's it. Like, be kind to people.
Well, I don't think I told you that. I think you.
Well, I mean, I do think, though, there's people around that, you know a lot of people say this channel, they're like, oh man, you got Harry, you got all these amazing people, John, these, Arthurs, and all these random people out there that we're privileged to be able to be around. The reality is, our goal is to go out there and be as happy as we can in whatever we are doing. And the cool part is that happiness drives great people around you. And truthfully, they inspire you, you inspire them. And all of a sudden you have this group of people that are super fired up. And I would honestly go out and say that I believe the people that are following us and a part of this, and I say following, you're part of this. You are literally here with us. I think all you guys have a huge message, and I know you guys do, and you go out and you help others. I mean, the amount of comments that you guys leave this year, I mean, we didn't even know where this would go. We just were like, okay, let's make some videos and see what happens. And both Gwen and I said it in the beginning, like, we literally did this to hopefully help people better their lives. Not for sure wing flailing. We'd love to see everybody doing backflips, but reality is, we really want you to have a better life. And you're gonna fail. You're gonna struggle. We talk about that a million times. I mean, Gwen's first time foiling, or even my first time winging, it was a disaster. But anything in life, it's the hardest thing is to go put your resume in for that job. I mean, it's awkward. It's weird. Are they going to accept me? Are they not? Am I the right fit? You just got to go do it. And, all of a sudden these actions lead to more things. And so if you really want to do something this 2022, this new year, this new time to make a change, you got to get out, you got to go out there, and you got to make it happen. And you're going to fail, and you're going to screw up, and you're going to, write emails that are all misspelled. You're going to do all these things, but that's okay, because that's how you learn. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like two important things that we just like that you kind of talked about is, one, um, people watch our videos and they are like, oh, like they are awesome, and Harry's awesome, and all of the people coming in the videos are awesome. I think this speaks to the importance of your community, and uh,
what did I spell kind wrong?
no, you, you just Damien just learned how to do the banner, so now
Yeah.
he's like all
Sorry,
going
guys.
crazy about it.
There it is. There's going to be more coming. Here we go.
But yeah, the importance of your community, and this is something that, like, you have control over. You as much as you can surround yourself with people that make you better, people that empower you, not necessarily like people that are gonna do things for you. It's not the point, like. And to me, like, that's kind of like why maybe I've never really been like a good like coach in some ways, is that, you know you got to do it. Like, I can kind of try to tell you how to do it like we do in the videos, but in the end you would figure it out on your own. And I think the key, more that in the videos that we make, to me, the goal is not so much telling exactly people how to do it, but it's more empower people to try and to go do it. So that's why I think, like, when we make a video to explain something, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be the exact right way to say how to do it. But what if by making a video on how to jibe, whatever. You go out and now you go and you try to do a jibe. To me, the one of the most important thing for yourself is to surround yourself with people that are gonna empower you, that are gonna make you feel like you can do it. You
100%.
don't know how to do it yet, and you don't know how to do it yet that person, this group of people, they make you believe that you can do something that you don't know how to do. To me, this is the first thing. um and then the second thing I forgot, so
Well, sorry guys, I'm throwing the banners up. Look, it's as simple as throwing something out there like, I appreciate you, Gwen. He's helped so many people with these videos and his inspiration, and these are those things. It doesn't take much to just put a smile on somebody's face, and it really goes a long ways. And perfect example right here. Last night, 1 o'clock in the morning, my little Ava had a tough night. She was teething, she's screaming, she's nightmare. We didn't get any sleep. Then I, get her down at like 3:30 or whatever. Then I get up at 5. When she gets up at 5, we go for a run. And you kind of struggle. You're like, oh man, oh man, oh man. But that's looking at the glass half empty. And in reality, I should be looking at it going, look, she just slept for the past 4 or 5 days through the night. It was incredible. It's okay. So one night she's teething, she struggled. Sometimes we always focus on the negative. Let's go into 2022 and flip everything. No matter how bad things get, let's find that side of the glass that's full, because reality is we have a choice to choose that. We can do that. And a really important thing is sit down, look at things in life right now, anything you're looking to accomplish, and start manifesting it. And it's funny, this will make y'all laugh, but I there's $1 million challenge with GoPro, and in my head I'm like, I love creating content. We have this beautiful child. I mean, what if we submit some stuff? Oh, I got to get a GoPro. So I got to buy a GoPro. So I spend $400, Best Buy, whatever, buy a GoPro. I start to manifest this, right? I start to, what if? I mean, we can maybe win the thing. Who knows? What if? And then everything goes wrong. Like, I don't have enough time to film some stuff. Like, I literally grabbed the camera on time and I forgot to charge it. Like it just happens. It's not perfect. But we submitted some stuff. And sure enough, it happened. Now, that's more lucky than a lot, but it took an effort. It took me making an effort to try to see what would happen. That's all it
well,
takes.
a lot of things that happen in life, we could like call it luck, and but really you put yourself in that moment and time where that opportunity came to you. I mean, it happens for everything, and um that's why, like, to me, and now I remember the second thing I was going to talk about is is like, kind of like, sure, have a goal, an end goal, but try to detach yourself from that goal in a way that, like, the journey to that goal is as important, if not more important, than the goal itself. Because how many times in our, like, in everything we do, whether it's the dream job, it's the dream whatever, we get there and then it's like, it's like, well, and the reality is, like, the journey is the most important. So to me, really focus on, like, not in the end goal. You don't know if that's really gonna be it, because it's out there. It's not really, like, it's the future. What in the moment makes you appreciate life,
Yeah,
you
being
know
present,
yeah.
100%.
To
Yeah.
me, like, this is the most important. You might want to be an astronaut, but if you hate the journey to get to be an astronaut, like, are you really gonna and what if you get there, you hated the process, you get there and actually you don't really like it, you get sick when you get in that in a space or whatever.
Yeah.
um
You got to,
so
yeah, enjoy the experience of whatever you're learning.
yeah, I mean, it's you can apply that to everything. When we teach you, like we help you how to like wing foil, I mean, maybe your goal is like, when I can, get up on foil and drive and be like these guys, like I will have made it, and your life will be amazing. Probably not. The truth is probably not. But and so, are you enjoying that process, or how can you make that process more enjoyable?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like letting go a bit of that expectation. Oh, I should be able to jibe by month 5, or whatever it is, and then
Yeah.
you just get down on yourself because you are not there, but you should have. It doesn't matter, like, one thing that was like, we throughout this year, with all of the videos we've done, we interviewed people, and something that was amazing was with Jesse Richman, when he said, like, I mean, Jesse Richman is like one of the best kiteboarder on the
Who's
planet.
Jesse?
And so what he said was, it doesn't matter if you go out and you do the best trick that nobody else can do if you are not having fun.
Yeah.
The most important is the real competition is who can have the most fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if that's just the guy that can like barely do a jibe and he's having so much fun, he's the winner. Like, it doesn't matter that you can do a backflip, you know?
Yeah.
So in the end, to me, like the two important things that we just covered here is your community. Surround yourself with people that make you better, and people that inspire you, people that empower you. And that's also kind of like what we want to provide. We want to be that community, if for somebody that maybe doesn't have access to that community. um and then two, like, don't s- stress so much about whatever end goal it is. You have to enjoy the process.
Expectations. Yeah. Drop the expectations and enjoy the ride, because Gwen says that really well. Expectations can ruin people. And I can go out on record here and say, man, I've had so many expectations when I was younger in life that I thought were so important, and they brought so much stress and discomfort and struggles because you're so committed to achieve it. Yet the reality is, as you get older, it takes getting older, which is hard when you're speaking to young people because you've been through it, but you got to enjoy the ride. You got to live in the moment, because technically I could be driving for the greatest thing and all of a sudden I get hit by a car. Like, you don't know. Now, that's a very black and white, but I would say, expectations can hurt relationships. They can do a lot of things. So I would say, very important that Gwen's hitting here, and that is, look, enjoy now, enjoy the learning process, enjoy making mistakes, and those, I think, whatever happens will be spectacular because you're enjoying the process. And I think Gwen has said that really, really well. And another thing that goes right into this is, we have so much technology. We have all these incredible cell phones and computers and all these apps and all these things and all this information. And and I look back at generations previously, and during this time in the holidays, you're with family, maybe older generations. And I look back at when I was a kid, and I didn't grow up with cell phones, and we grew up in 100 miles in the middle of the bush in Alaska. And you know be outside, and maybe take those cell phones away from your kids, and let them enjoy real things, soccer balls, going out and playing in the forest and learning nature and being outside, because it's good to have all that technology, it's good to have all that information, but a lot of times it's good to just live nature, see it. And this leads me to the question, which is the whole reason why I brought this up, is, Gwen, let me ask you this: how much TV do you watch?
I don't have TV, so
Exactly. So
I
it
mean, but and here is the thing, like, in today's world, it's amazing. I mean, I'm very grateful that, like, today, you can learn anything on YouTube. Like, it's not it's available, it's a service that's available for free. And so this is incredibly valuable now. With social media, um you can take it a step that's like maybe not so positive, in a way that, like, maybe then you start comparing yourself to somebody else. And what we see on social media might not be the right picture. So like now we are comparing ourselves to something that's not even really that real. um but there is also like, here is a question for you, Damien.
Uh-oh.
Like how do you know more about yourself? This is like, I don't think there is an answer to that. You don't ever get to the point where like, I know myself 100%. There is nothing to learn about myself anymore. So how do you know about yourself in a way that like, because what happened with social media is like we distract ourselves. So now it's all of that time where maybe you would get bored and you
Yep.
would start like thinking about your own life, thinking about yourself, thinking about what makes you happy, thinking about what is your true life mission, your purpose. If you remove that time where you are always distracted 24/7, you are either sleeping or you are on your phone living through somebody else. And like, so you never have time for yourself. So what is like, how do you feel throughout your experience, Damien?
Yeah,
How do you learn more about yourself?
so spectacular question, because forever you will learn about yourself, in my opinion. You the what's the most important thing that I believe that I've learned about myself is always find out what makes you happy, because you have to be happy before you can make anybody else happy. And if you don't make yourself happy and you're struggling with stuff, it will come across. It will, because you're not sure on yourself. And you're never going to be sure. Like nobody's ever like, this is the move, buy this piece of real estate, do this, get this job, everything's perfect. It's just not life. But if you look at it in a positive way, you're either going to learn from that mistake 100%, and it will morph into something better. So I would say very important to make sure that you are doing everything to make you happy. Self-care, mind care, your mind, yourself, your person. And it sounds selfish, but it's not, because before you can help anybody, you have to make sure that you're confident, you're structured enough where you can be positive and know that like, I'm really doing this because I care, versus it kind of brings up a saying that happens is a lot of people like to give because giving makes you feel good. And but are you giving? Are you the person that's giving because you want to give to like, yeah, I just gave and like, hopefully they give me something back? Or are you giving because you truly want to give, um, because you just hope it helps? That's it. Like you want nothing in return. And to me, that truly is the greatest gift, is when you can go to your beach, go to your store, go to your gas station, and just give that smile, the happiness, a compliment, whatever it may be, to somebody. And it doesn't have to be massive. You know, the smallest steps could be that little, just hopefully it kicks that person off the edge to now live their better life. And just know that, everybody listening in right here, I believe this full, like with so much confidence, everybody's made a difference in somebody's life, period. So if you think you can, you have, and you will, and you will keep doing it. And I think, people discredit themselves. They think they have to be somebody. And I think it's because we have so much information at our fingertips that in reality, you get lost in, oh, if I post this or I do this, is this good? Did I write hashtags? Did I do all this stuff? Who cares? Just do it for you to hopefully help others. That's it. That's all that matters. Then the right message goes across. Um, I mean, I brought up this TV thing with Gwen because, I respect Gwen for many reasons. He goes out, he obviously makes all these amazing videos, but when I met him, the most incredible thing is every video that he usually puts out. Now, a lot of these are informative videos for everybody here, but there was always usually a message, and it was always a good message. And to me, why not have good things in life that, hopefully you try to help people be a better person, live a better life, whatever it may be? To me, that's amazing. I mean, if you've watched some movies recently on, say, Netflix or YouTube's or whatever it may be, our movies aren't necessarily super upbeat and positive anymore. The endings can be disasters. Like things are changing to where it's almost like a negative. So don't watch any more of those movies. Go outside and go live, or find something that makes you happy, because in turn it's going to make other people happy. Um, sorry, I just went on a little
Yeah.
rant.
So Ralph, thank you so much for the super sticker. Ralph, just did you see that, Damien?
I don't even know what a super sticker is. Ralph, thank you for a super sticker. We don't even know what that means. We love you, Ralph.
So I
And
think it's kind of like the tip of YouTube. So thank you, Ralph.
that was our coffee. Appreciate it. And
Um,
fitness and injury. Look, we're just doing everything we can do. We really, this one is like passionate to me, and of course I like got zero sleep last night. I'm all fired up to like just hammer away, like everybody can make a difference. And going into this 2022, you can do anything. You can literally do anything. You can do anything starting tomorrow. It just takes being there and going, you know what? I'm going to make a change. And very important note, when you make a change, a lot of people, this is what everybody does. They go 2022. Okay, guess what? I'm going to lose weight. Here we go. So I'm going to work out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yet I've never worked out for the past month. Not a good way to jump into it. Like, baby steps. It's okay if I like get up tomorrow, walk down my road and come back and be like, you know what? I started. I took a walk. Okay, hopefully I can do it tomorrow, but I'm going to shoot for maybe, the next day. And I walk again then. Baby steps. And give yourself credit for those little efforts. You don't have to go to the gym 7 days a week just because I want to start, 2022 and just lose weight. Start small and give yourself credit. Make sure to give yourself credit on the little achievements. I think that's a very important one. I mean, perfect one for wing foiling. Everybody goes out wing foiling and they struggle in the beginning. But you notice how many people have been walking up the beach wing foiling that you guys know, or let's just say learning anything new, but wing foiling in general. When they're walking up the beach, they had like total disaster session downwind. They're walking up, dragging all their gear. Yet, I can almost guarantee you every single one of those had a smile on their face, because it's kind of like, oh man, that was exciting. But like, I don't got it, but I got this little feel of something. And that's life. So like, make sure that you give it a shot, go for the walk, because if I don't leave the house, not much is going to change. So hard to lose weight, or hard to fix something, or hard to change my job, or hard to get out of a rut. The biggest thing is we get in routines and we just keep the routine going, and you don't get out of that, and you become that person. And it's hard to make change. Change is hard, but I can say you all can make a change this year, and you can make a change right now, and it will better you. It'll better the people around you. And Gwen said it the best earlier in this conversation, and that is, surround yourself with good people. I truly mean that. That is life's greatest blessing. There's people out there that are willing to help, willing to be there with you and share that. And to me, that's very important. So
yeah, I think what's the truth is, like, life is not a competition, and
yeah, a little bit, but
and your like, or like somebody's success is not a loss for you. It's, if somebody is succeeding, it's a good thing, and if you succeed, it's a good thing for everybody else. So don't, like, approach life, whether it's wing foiling or anything else, thinking I need to be better than this person, or if this person is better than me, I feel upset. Like, the mindset, to me, a mindset that's very important is that, what's the saying, like the tide lift everybody's boat or something. It's like, you know you want people to be successful, and in return, you're gonna benefit from that. So don't see it as like a competition. um and forgot what I was going to say next, but
well, here's another one for all you parents out there. Look, I literally must have told Gwen this 100 times. Obviously, I have ideas and issues just like anybody else out there. But I look at growing up and I look at my history and I'm like, look, the things that I would love to help share with the youth or anybody out there is, you know, set some goals. What are you grateful for this year? What makes you happy? Write these things down and start to work on how that can help better your life. But, for you parents out there, it's like, here's some things that my family, I was lucky enough, and random people along the way have helped me with things like, you know, learning how to manage a checkbook, understanding how much money's coming in, how much money's going out, uh, how much insurances cost, how do insurances work. Um, you know, okay, I opened up a bank account. Well, I don't really make a lot in return there. Maybe I open up a stock brokerage account and maybe I stick it into some REITs or maybe some, long-term investments that have high dividends. Like, I know this sounds crazy because when I was younger, I was like, whatever, don't care. I just want to play or I want to do something. But, looking back on it, I'm like, man, this is great information that I don't know if a lot of kids get. And, you know, make your money. If you save any money, make it work for you while it's sitting versus just it's just there. The goal is to be successful in life, and why not make things work for you as you're sitting there? And these are some of these lessons, I look back on, and I just would love to share to all the youth, just like, you know, car insurances, health insurances, all these things, this is what reality comes, you got to pay all these bills and, how much money is coming in. And I know it seems so easy. And a lot of times, there's a lot of people out there that get it great, but there's a lot of people that really don't know and they really struggle. And that's how people go into debt. And, you know, I think I grew up in a certain way. Like, if you just, can't afford something, you probably shouldn't get it. It's one thing to have wants and it's one thing to have needs. And I think that's really important is a lot of times in my whole life growing up, I like worked at, I cleaned up. Truthfully, I mopped floors, I cleaned toilets. I was dishwasher for, 70 kids at a ski camp. But I did all this cleaning toilets and stuff because I got free training. So like, I literally was now part of something because I could do all these amazing things and I could ski and I could train and I could better whatever my goal was. But I knew that I could work for it in return. And, a lot of times people would just spend the money, but I don't have the money to spend it. So, make sure you like put things into perspective and don't be afraid to ask questions and say, hey, Gwen, can I actually go down and I'll, clean all your wing gear and I'll carry it out and help you and do all this stuff. And maybe I can borrow your wing gear for 30 minutes. I bet you $100 Gwen would be like, sure, you know what? Little Damo or whoever you are, you know, here. And, it sounds stupid, but it just takes opening up and just asking because there's no dumb question out there. And I think more people are willing to help because truthfully helping and giving advice and caring for people is what life is and what people appreciate. And truthfully, it's what we appreciate. We want to help people. And I said this in the beginning and I want to say it one more time. No matter what we say here, no matter what anybody says around you, no matter what your family says, no matter what Tony Robbins says, or all these inspiring people out there, it still comes down to you to make that move, make that change, make that decision, make that, um, the effort to go into the job or to talk to the girl, talk to the guy, or whatever it may be, or you to change the way you're raising your kid, or you to change, your outlook on should I buy the, Ferrari or should I buy the Hyundai because I can put more money towards my kid's school. I mean, like there's these decisions in life that it still comes down to you. And all I can say is, you know, you will make the right decision if you always think of giving and helping and putting your best foot forward. And I think when you do that, I'm just speaking from experience, and I'm not saying this will be for everybody, but the more good you do, the more good comes back. And you may not, it's not expecting it. It's just, I don't know how the world works, but I'm telling you, the more good you can put out, the more good's going to come back.
Well, like when you say like, it's you, again, it's about knowing yourself. And like when you have expectation, I want to change, I want to be like this, I want to do that. Take a second and think about, why am I thinking that? Is it because I feel pressure from somebody else? I think somebody is expecting me to be like that. And if that is the reason, if like the reason you want to be, you know, you want to do something, you want to be like something, it would be because if it's because of somebody expectation of you, I don't think that is the right reason. And it's hard. I mean, sometimes, you know, you wanna please your parents, you wanna please your friend, you wanna be like they expect you to be, but I don't think it's very healthy for yourself. So the first step is, you know, try to eliminate the noise around you. And that's why, you know, not always being like over stimulated, you know, like distracted. Have time to, like, you know, some quiet time to think about, like, okay, you know, who am I, what do I want, what makes me feel alive. And if that doesn't if that's not in alignment with whatever somebody else wants you to be, yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's your life. And the first thing is you need to be fulfilled yourself, you know, before you can, like we said, help somebody else, you know. Like, if the number one thing is being your true self, you know, if you are being somebody else, in the end, you know, how can you help somebody if you are not even yourself?
Spot on, 100%. Um, and you know, first off, everybody, we love you. We thank you. We can't be more grateful for how awesome this channel has become. To just, everybody chimes in, everybody helps everybody. Everybody has opinions, and I hope, this message that goes across here. I hope people spend some time to write what's worked for them, what's helped them. And the only reason I say this is, in the beginning, I said, a lot of people go through a really hard time right now during the holidays, not to mention COVID and all these things going on in our world. But we still are living in a moment now, and we're still, all you can do is look at the best possible things right now and focus on that. And don't look at the negatives. We need to put that behind us, and don't regret things. Don't ever look back on regrets. Always look on the next goal I can do, the next thing I can work towards. And like Gwen said, that expectation, be careful of expectations. Expectations can really bring you down, because it shouldn't be an expectation. It should be, I'm going to go after this. Let's see what happens. I think, a really good analogy here is, a lot of times, you know, I would say Gwen and myself, when we go to the beach, we're in a sport where it says it's windy right now and looks like there's waves, but it's Mother Nature. I mean, anything could happen. The wind could die. You know, could be more sharks out there that day. It could be a lot of things, right? But we go knowing we'll see what happens. But if you go going, oh, it's 20 knots, it's going to be the best day, I'm going to do this, and I'm expecting I can ride back and forth and I can do this, you're already kind of setting yourself up for failure. So if anything goes wrong, it's negative. Now, you should look at it opposite and go, I'm lucky to have the time to be able to go down there, pump my wing up, it blows up. Okay, that's a tough one. What do I do? Well, you know what? I winged like last week and the week before. This wing's been good. I'll have to fix this one, but I'm going to enjoy the day watching. There's a lot of ways to look at setbacks. There's a lot of, injuries are one of the greatest things that, everybody has an injury. You have depression, you got all these things, because it puts you down. You have less time to get out. And I think, if there's one thing I could hammer today, it would be, make sure to focus on the positive of any situation. And there's a lot of situations that are bad out there, guys. And I'm not saying that life's easy and life's perfect. And it's definitely not my life. I fought depression. I fought lots of things in my life. And yet I try to be happy, because I know that's what makes me happy. And truthfully, I would love to make you happy. And at least, just if it kicks you over the edge to live your best life in 2022, then so be it. That's what somebody once did for me, or hopefully you can do for others. And that's the goal. And I would say, some important things to focus on as you go into this next year is, man, set some goals. I know, people talk about it, write stuff down, try it. Just try. Like, even if you get one line written down, that's a good start today. Focus on more later. Write down what you're grateful for, what makes you happy, and read those things a lot, because those are good things. Those are positive things. Um, if you want to get healthier, if you want to be more active, you have to get out. Like it takes an effort, it takes a change. Change is hard. That's nobody likes change. That's like, it's funny. And this one's perfect, for Gwen and myself is like, how many times you go out winging, Gwen, and you're like, you go through your repertoire of tricks, or I go kiteboarding, and it's like, I do the same tricks because it's my comfort and I'm good at it. And I feel like, man, look at me. I'm doing these tricks because I'm good at these tricks. But in reality, what I really love too is going out there and trying new ones. And I crash all the time. And people are like, well, it's good to see you crash. It's like, I bet you I crash a lot more than a lot of people because I'm trying. And that's failing. That's okay. We're all going to fail. And failing gets you to the next steps. I mean, they say it, the most successful people in the world failed like a billion times. And I just think change is scary. So go out there and try little changes. It doesn't have to be drastic. Start small and build bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, what's important is, the truth is life is not going to be always happy. And that's why, like, you know, depression or like feeling, not feeling at your best is part of life and it's actually necessary. So don't feel like when you are in this moment, don't make it worse by thinking, I shouldn't feel this way. I should feel happy all the time. This is a normal part of your life. And that's what's going to push you to go and make changes. If you were like, feeling great all the time, your life would be flat and you would never be pushed outside your comfort zone to go find something because you have everything. I mean, I don't know, maybe that would be great, but I don't think it exists. I think it's an impossible goal. So don't feel like, you have to be happy every day. And but the day that you are not as happy are going to be the days that are going to push you to find these happy days because you made changes, you went out and did something that maybe you wouldn't have done. So I mean, just like to a smaller scale, it's like, when you go winging, sometimes you get a great day and then you don't get wind like we've had in Florida
For like 2 months.
for like 2 months. We have not had like any wind and we are depressed, and that's a normal,
So we
that's
have to make
normal.
this video for you guys because we're dying here.
But then what? Here is what happened. Then we have wind in the forecast for in a week or whatever, and now we are like, that is gonna make that day amazing, because we're gonna make the most out of it, because we are like, what, we have not been able to like go out and do what we loved for so long. We're gonna go out that day and we're gonna enjoy it fully. And that's everything in life. It's never gonna be flat. It's always gonna be great. You're gonna go out, you're gonna have a great session, and then that session end, and the next day there is no win, and you feel like, dang, like that was so good, like why can't it be every day?
Yeah.
That is normal. Don't even beat yourself more for thinking that way. It's part of the process, and that's what's gonna make you go out the next day and enjoy it 100%.
Yeah, and we've hit this 100 times in here, but don't be afraid. And I know a lot of people are like, and we even had interviews with some of the top riders in the industry that are literally like, oh, well, I'm gonna go train and I'm gonna learn how to wing like away from everybody, so that nobody sees me doing this because I'm this person that should be really good at it, right? And I always look at those scenarios and I'm like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You could be the world's best NASCAR driver, or world's best anything. You may be a horrible musician. It's okay, because you're trying to learn something new. So I think if somebody judges you for that, they're probably not going to be one of those friends that right here on the hand. So surround yourself with those good people that are open to change and open to be like, wow, you're trying this, good for you. I mean, I don't know how many people we see at the beach a lot of times and they're struggling. They, whether they had we got some exciting ones for you guys. We got some great videos, some really inspiring people coming that, big life changes and knee replacements and all sorts of things, and they're out doing things because, well, they can either struggle and focus on the negative, or they can get out and do stuff. And I think it's just a choice. And, hopefully, we sit here today. I just drank like a pot of coffee. So I apologize. It's a lot of coffee for me, and I started this morning at 5 a.m. So I'm probably like two pots now. The goal here today was to just say to everybody, first off, thank you so much for being a part of this ride. Gwen and I are learning it as we go. Whether it helps one or 100, look, the goal is to help anybody, but the main goal is to help share this with you because you can help others, not just us. You guys are just as capable to go out there and build that community in your little area, make people enjoy whatever it is they're doing, and it can be anything, and be that rock for people and help them grow, because the reality is we do this once, and you might as well enjoy this. And what's the point of being negative about something or having a bad day? We all learn from those mistakes. I mean, we all have them. When you have a bad day, there's something, there's things that happen, and look back on it and go, okay, I don't want to do that again. I didn't like that negativity that was sitting in there, and then I was aggressive at my wife, or I threw Ava across the room. It's okay. Sorry, everybody. No. Um, no, it's you learn from those, and that's an important thing to learn as you move forward. But we're here today to say, look, this is the time. There's no better time, and Gwen said it earlier, no better time than right now, this moment. Whether you want to start in 2022, sure. You can all still start a few days early right now and make the changes, because the reality is life should be as fun as you can make it, as rewarding as you can make it. And you truly, I sit here right now and say it to everybody out there, you 100% can do what you want to do in life. There's no reason why you can't do that. It just takes effort, learning, researching, asking the questions, going out and giving it a shot, because you're just as capable as anybody else. And I truly believe that. Since I've been little, I just really, truly believe that with anybody. And hopefully we can kind of go over the edge, and you can go do what you want to do and start your business, or help your kids, or support your wife or husband more, whatever it may be. I think that's important. And a shout out to all those people that are sick right now. It's not an easy time, and just stay positive. Look, be strong. Your body's strong. You'll fight through things. People get through things, and it's just believing it. So make sure to believe in yourself. Believe that you are capable. Believe that you are magnificent. Believe that you can set goals and you can accomplish stuff. But one more time, don't focus on those expectations. Expectations can really, hinder things in life. But definitely set goals and go after them, and be open to change, because I think if you're not, you'll have some setbacks, because you'll be so, yeah. Quick example, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Gwen and I have an awesome video for you guys coming up about repairing wings. And we're all ready. We go down the beach. We're gonna set up this thing. We're gonna I forgot the scissors to cut the tape, so we're like, it's not ideal to tape your wings and do all the stuff without scissors, but we took the setback. We could have either freaked out on it, or we just worked with it, and we did the best we could to hopefully help you guys with another video that everybody will be ripping their wings, and I'm sure many of you have. So it'll be a helpful one for you. But on that note, look, I just want to say to everybody, I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I'm totally grateful for this man across here, Gwen, for his incredible, knowledgeable, informative videos that inspire people to be better. And if you guys have ideas to help us inspire more, or anything we can do, please reach out. And like I said in the beginning, I'll say it one more time. Leave your notes and messages. And I know it's awkward to have your name in the comments. It says, I did this, and I had depression, and I this, or I did that. Sometimes that's all it takes, is to say, I was a drunk. I did this, and this is what helped me. And that's like brilliant, because you're helping people. So if it helped you, help others. So we'd love to hear what it is and hopefully that can help some people.
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate you guys for sure, and we never value people based on, I don't know, how good they can wing foil. I mean, it's like we love people because of who they are, and everybody, um you know has is valuable in their own way, through what they have experienced, through like who they are. And it is not attached to any external factor, like how much money they have, how good they can wing foil, what car they drive. You are who you are, and you are valuable for who you are. So yeah, that's what I would say. We
You're
appreciate you guys for who you are, and not because of anything else.
you're a little cooler if you drive a short bus, but no, look, we thank you guys. Look, we just wanted to, pass on a message. It's a hard time of the year, and hopefully this can help you go into next year with some motivation, and maybe help your family, your loved ones, yourself, a friend. Feel free to pass it on, leave your comments. On that note, we're going to kick it over to our patrons, and we're going to do a live chat with them. And all the patrons out there, look, we love you guys. Thank you for such an incredible year. You've supported us. This is this is only the beginning. I mean, we just started this, and we're going to go bigger, and we're going to try to, you know, just help. That's it. Be kind, give more, help others. And that's the goal. So, we're going to kick it over, and obviously everybody can, join. It's look in the descriptions. It's, there's a couple different levels you can support, and you can speak with Gwen and I one-on-one. We're here. We'll call it life coaches. Wow. That's technical. Maybe not life coaches, what we really are, and I think what everybody is in life, and this is something that's interesting. You can say you're a life coach, motivator, inspiring person, inspirational speaker, whatever it may be. But in reality, all you really are to somebody is somebody that's willing to help motivate them to make the change, because it's only going to be them that makes a change. So whether you're, that's what I truly believe. I think it really comes down to the person always that has to make the change in life. And so, are you that little thing that helps that person go? And I think that's the most magical thing in life, is if you can help somebody get out of those ruts or negative times. So um we love you guys. Thank you for listening. We're gonna do another one of these tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. I'm just kidding. Gwen's like, okay, I'm done. We're out.
No, yeah,
um
thank you so much. And yeah, we will be back next week. Next week will be next year. So we see you guys next year, and it's gonna be the beginning of a new year with new guests, and we're gonna keep doing what we do, because this is what we do, and that's our mission, to be in this journey together. We are not teaching you, really. We are in this together,
so thank you, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's, and um, enjoy your family time, your friend time, the positivity time, looking at the good things, and have the best day. And Gwen, let's kick it over to our patrons and everybody out there. Just look, be strong, enjoy your day, focus on the good things. And we love you, and we're grateful for you. So thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.